Mr. Laurence Henry Rothschild, welcome to the DJ Cisco Radio Show.
Hi, thank you very much.
Let me give you a round of applause because that's what we do here.
I like that.
Yes. So, I want to thank you once again, like I said, and I want to thank you for picking the DJ Cisco Radio Show. This is the first interview of its sorts, and I'm just glad to be part of it. So let's start off by telling the world, how are you associated with the Rothschilds? Like, what's your family history? Like your dad, like your granddad, stuff like that.
One of my grandfathers, the great-great or the great-great-great, we go back to the Vienna family, the Solomon Rothschild, who was sent by his father Meyer to Vienna.
Got you.
Because I'm Hungarian and I'm Austrian.
Okay, so your father was who, or was...
My father was Leonard Joel Rothschild. He was born in the U.S.
Okay.
And my grandfather, Henry Rothschild, he was born in Budapest, Hungary.
Okay. So do you have any history of them? Like, do you have any memories, anything that you can, like, share with us, or...
I can't say anything about my grandpa Henry because he died 11 years before I was born.
Got you. So,
and my father, he was sort of an introvert, so he didn't want to do much.
Okay.
Unlike myself.
All right. So have you done any type of, like, research since then, trying to contact people, or...
Yes, I've done all that I can do possibly, and I've had more success with England, the United Kingdom.
Okay.
And those are the cousins that I am in touch with.
Oh, great. So, let's just get to...
For the record, yeah, I'm related,
go ahead.
But I'm on the low totem pole, so to speak. But I plan on changing that swiftly.
Got you. Yeah, because everyone here Rothschild, and we like automatically think that you're a trillionaire also, but that's just not the case.
No, not yet. Not a trillionaire yet. No, I don't run the world yet.
Got you. Now let's get into that. Could you tell us, based on your knowledge, how did the family build their wealth? Like, take us from the beginning and like up to now of like what you know. On how
they began in the 18th century, 1760s, 1770s.
Okay.
Meyer, Rothschild, M-E-Y-E-R, he was the kingpin, so to speak.
Okay.
And he had his sons, and he sent one son to Naples, Italy, one son to Vienna, Austria, one son to Paris, France, one son to Frankfurt, Germany, and kept one son in England. London. Okay. What he did was he was a gambler, so to speak. He bet on wars, both sides, and
wow.
It's detailed, and it would take me a long time to explain it.
I got you.
Not only a gambler, but he was a wizard as far as making money instantly.
Got you. So he like owned banks and different companies and
yes,
things of that nature?
Meyer Amschel Rothschild. He began in the 1760s, but he didn't have the banks then. I can't explain this. For example, he financed the American Revolution.
Oh, wow.
Both sides. He financed the Napoleon Wars, both sides. In other words, he could never lose.
Gotcha.
That's how he amassed his fortune.
Wait, so if he financed these things, how did he get the money to even finance them? Like, where did that come from?
Started with loans, loaning people money in England and in Germany, Austria.
Okay.
Loaning people money who would pay it back for sure, or else they wouldn't get any more.
Oh, wow. Okay, so let's like fast forward now. What do they own currently? Like, just give us some...
Pardon me?
I said, what do they own currently? Like
that would probably take me a year to say. They own so much, it's impossible. From banks, and what do banks own? Banks own land, banks own corporations, banks own everything.
Got you.
I don't believe that there's a bank on this earth that is not connected to the Rothschild Bank.
Wow.
I don't care if it's Iran, if it's Libya, Russia, North Korea. They're all connected to the Rothschild banks.
So they claim that this New World Order is going to end up with one bank. Do you have any information on that? If it's going to
I don't have the facts, but my opinion is that's their goal.
That's their goal? Okay.
Yes.
All right. So what type of religion do they practice?
Judaism.
Judaism. Okay. Okay.
Now, do I?
Yeah, because I'm asking because of these conspiracy theories.
Yeah, they practice Judaism, and there are lots of theories about Satan and Lucifer, and that I don't know. I just know that they practice Judaism, and they really relish on having everybody marry a Jewish person, etc.
Got you. So
there are theories out there that Satan and all the craziness, that I can't say yes or no. I'd like to find out myself.
Oh, so do you have any information on any conspiracy theories that you can confirm?
No, I don't. I don't have the proofs. I can only say what I feel and what I think. The Illuminati is real. Are they in charge of the earth? I don't know. The Bilderberg is definitely real. Are there other groups, other secret societies? Oh, for sure.
Okay. You just mentioned Bilderberg?
Yes.
What's that?
Bilderberg is the group of a lot of the trillionaires. They meet once a year in places like Austria or Switzerland. Rothschilds are a part of that. Rockefeller's a part of that. Obama has attended. Clinton has attended. Bush has attended. They're meetings in which the people who control us and rule us make plans for our futures.
Wow.
Be it negative or positive.
Wow. So do you have any information from any of those meetings?
Personally, no. I get my information from talk radio.
Okay.
I'll drop a name, Alex Jones, who a lot of people think is insane.
Yeah.
Crazy on his InfoWars, but he always sends his reporters to the Bilderberg meetings.
Okay.
And I know that a lot of people think he's a nutcase, but he really isn't a nutcase.
Yeah.
He's an actor performing, but he does show a lot of truth.
Yes. So at
I know they met this year. I can't remember. This year and last year. One was in Austria or Switzerland. Davos. I can't remember where it was, but that's where they meet the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Bill Gates, the Carlos Slim, all the machers, all the heavy players.
And what type of topics do they talk about?
Control, to control the masses, to control us, decide who will be the next president of the USA, who will be the next prime minister in England, the power players playing with us, the Muppets, the marionettes, the puppets.
So it's not just the Rothschilds. It's
the Rothschilds are there as well as many others.
Many others, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
The Rothschilds are up there as far as running the world. Are they alone? No.
Okay. Okay.
Do they have alliances? Of course they do.
Got you. And those
now,
other
who
names?
is the real big macher is Yiddish for the leader, the controller. Who's the real big macher? I have no idea. If I knew, I'd probably be dead, or else I'd be the one.
Got you. What hand does the Rothschilds have in the entertainment business?
I don't know that, but I know that if Hollywood, if New York needs to use the banks, I'm sure the Rothschilds are right there.
Got you.
And radio, broadcasting, they're in everything that requires money.
Okay. Wow, that's basically everything in the world, you know?
Right. Everything from corn to NASA to Richard Branson. Anything that goes anywhere needs money, and that's where the Rothschilds come in.
Got you. So, you know, people are talking about these conspiracy theories and talk about all the bad things that they do. Do you know of any charities or foundations that they have started? Because they are so rich they can cure world hunger, like if they had to. Do you know of any foundations that they started that they give back?
No, I don't, and it's one of my goals to find out. I would say that we're told, like Bill Gates, Carlos Slim, Warren Buffett are the richest people on the earth. I disbelieve that 100%. There's other people that are worth more than 80 or 90 billion, and those are the Rothschilds.
Exactly.
What do they do with foundations? I have yet to find one.
That's insane. How much?
I am a blood relative, and my life is going to go on for another 100 years, and I plan on getting with my relatives and finding out what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm one of the good ones, I must profess.
Got you. How much do you think personally that they are worth?
I would guess $1 trillion plus.
Just 1 trillion?
Minimum, $1 trillion plus.
Yeah, I was thinking plus.
I would have to say $1 trillion because everybody's making a lot of noise over being worth 100 billion. Of course they're worth more than 1 trillion, but we'll never find out.
Yeah. Now, I asked you a few questions, but I know that you wanted to talk about a few things. So here is your platform to just speak your mind.
That's kind of that's too much. That's kind of vague. I don't. You have to ask me some questions.
Okay. All right. Fine. So
I don't want to talk politics because I got a big mouth, but I just want to keep neutral. Maybe next time in the future we can get more specific. But go ahead, please. Let's go.
Yeah, because the conspiracy theorists they begged me to ask questions, so I just must ask about that.
Please, I love conspiracy.
Yeah. Do you know of any rituals?
Only what you know, the rituals that we hear about.
Okay.
With drinking blood and the Satan, Lucifer, Baal. I don't know anything more pointed than that.
Yeah. So you're saying that you know of it? Is it confirmed, or you're saying that you just know of it?
I know of it. It's not confirmed.
Okay.
With me.
Okay, I got you. So,
because it's so insane.
Yeah.
Sacrificing babies, drinking blood. I'd have to see that with my own eyes and probably throw up. But go ahead.
So, what do you think the Rothschilds' goal is? Like what is their goal? Like besides world domination?
That's it. Power, world domination, control.
Okay.
I don't know about these conspiracy theories involving exterminating people. I don't know anything about that. But we as human beings, we love leaders. We love to follow. I guess, I would not guess, but their goal is to be one of the leaders.
So
control the sheep.
So what hand do they have in this current election?
I believe personally, I believe that they are behind Hillary Clinton all the way. Tim Kaine. I don't know what Donald Trump is doing. I don't know if he's acting, having a good time. I don't know if he's in with Hillary and the New World Order, which I believe is all the Rothschilds, all my cousins' family. They, because of that Bilderberg and Illuminati, yes, they're behind Hillary Clinton all the way. My opinion.
So,
nothing facts.
All right. So, do you think that they just put Donald Trump there? Like, did they just put somebody
He's
that
not
was so?
grassrooting it. He's not on his own. Everything on. I hate to say this, but.
Yeah.
Everything in our life on this planet is fixed. Everything is controlled.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as grassroots. No such thing as, oh, look, I got an idea. I hate to say that, but that's my belief. Everything is fixed, controlled from A to Z.
So do you think that Donald Trump was put there as such an outrageous opponent that we'll be like, wait a minute, we got to vote for Hillary? You know what I mean?
Yes, he's an entertainer, and
yes.
I happen to like a lot of what he says.
Yes.
But like Rush Limbaugh always says, I'm an entertainer. All these people always say that they're entertaining. So Orson Welles did a great job entertaining in 1938 with the Martians.
Okay.
You know, I listen to this talk radio, I listen to liberal, left-wing radio, blah, blah, blah. And it seems to me like it's just a show.
Yeah.
I have my personal opinions, my beliefs. I've read a lot. I've heard a lot. I consider myself quite intelligent.
Gotcha.
And I don't really know, and probably no one knows except for people in the Trump campaign, what he's actually doing.
Yeah.
But he's causing a lot of attention, and he's getting a lot of support. He's also making a lot of enemies, and I just don't know if I really can't say. I can't go further. I just don't know.
Yeah, but you did say that the Rothschilds had a hand in it at the beginning, but you just don't know what the hell's going on.
The Rothschilds always have a hand in A and B.
Okay.
They never say, you know, we're going to finance the South. They're going to finance the South and the North. That's why they never lose. That's why they always win.
Wow. So they just...
I believe that they financed Hitler back in the 1930s, and they also financed Russia. They financed England and the U.S. If you finance all the players, you can never lose.
Got you. So,
is that butchery? Is that slaughter? You bet.
So they have a lot of defense companies also, right?
Yes, because the defense companies need money, need loans. What Meyer Amschel Rothschild said way back in the 1780s or 90s, he said, I don't care who is the dictator, who is the president. I don't care if it's a horrible regime, a lovely regime. I'll finance it.
Wow.
In other words, they don't care if there's a slaughter, murder, love, whatever. They don't care. They're going to win financially either way.
I got you. So what?
You can't become a trillionaire unless you're crazy, wicked, evil, and good. That's the Rothschild philosophy. You have to play all sides. Then you win all the time.
I guess you're right. So what are your plans? What do you have coming up?
My plans are to, I'm still young, my plans are to just move up in the world and get as wealthy, powerful as possible and make an impact. I like people, I like humanity. I have no interest in drinking blood or killing people. I have interest in helping people, good people, not bad people.
Gotcha.
And maybe I'll be accepted by my family, and maybe I'll be rejected.
That's what I was going to ask you. You know, based on what you just said, how you want to be the opposite of what you said they are. You think you're going to meet some like resistance. You're going to be labeled like a black sheep.
There's always a deal to be made, and there's always ideas to be shared.
Yeah. And
I consider myself a good salesperson. I just like life. I like humanity. I like people. I have no use for the wicked, evil people.
Got you.
And if my family is on that side, then I guess that I'll just fail.
Well, listen, man, I wish you luck, because with all that money, instead of trying to have world domination and control, we need to just come together and just help people out, because America would be well off. Well, this world, period. And the United States has been the best country as far for all-around freedom since the beginning of time. Yes, I got you.
And briefly, this country is falling apart. I don't want to get into it. I'm totally anti-political correctness.
Got you.
I'm pro-Constitution. I'm pro-all freedoms.
Got you.
I like the police.
Yeah.
I don't like lawmakers because they're out of their mind and they do things because they get paid off. But I don't want to go into politics right now.
Yeah, got you. So, do you have any books coming out? Do you have anything? You know, because I know people.
No, not yet. I plan on that, but due to personal reasons, I've been sort of down physically for a good 10 years. But I'm gonna start all over again this year and start cruising.
Got you. Well, listen, we wish you the best, and we just want to thank you for sharing your information, and we hope you succeed because we need a good person like you that would have all of those resources. You know, like this.
Well, I'd like to have a microphone, a camera, and the resources, and I would love that. I love to speak. I love to talk, and I love people. I don't care if I talk to one person or 1 billion.
Yes.
With a B.
So do you?
But I hope I've been of some information to you in some source.
No,
and
definitely.
I appreciate you, and thank you so much.
Yes, I have one more question though.
Please.
Do you think that your crusade would get you, like, would it cause any harm to you? Do you think anybody would try to do anything bad to you because of your crusade and the way that you're speaking?
Number one, I have no living family immediate.
Okay.
I have cousins, and I'm on my own, so there's no blackmail. If you want to hurt me, go ahead and try.
I feel you, brother.
I'm a crusader. I like that, and I don't have a wife. I don't have children. I'm an only child. Never had brothers or sisters. No nieces, no nephews. I have nothing.
Gotcha. Well, you have our support.
I want to be a crusader regardless of the price.
Gotcha. That's enough said, man. Thank you so much for being on the DJ Cisco Radio Show. If anything that we could help you with, and if you want to come back on, I'm quite sure this interview is going to go global. And if we could help you with anything during your crusade, we are here to help you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'd love to come back, and I hope that I made some sense. I haven't done an interview ever in my life. This is the first one, and I appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you, DJ.
All right. There you have it. That was Laurence Henry Rothschild on the DJ Cisco Radio Show.